Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I already discussed about that things with you. If you go to the post, and with this post they have also another option for the comment. So if you click on the comment, then all that post related comment will be visible on particular that position. So in this video I will show you about that replay. So if you want to replay with this comment, then how can actually do that work. So I want to show you that things with a live example. For doing this, first of all, we have to create one of the page for the replay. Okay, so if you go to that positions like here, in our comments, so in our comments I want to create new file. I just build a new blade. I just click on the save as, and I just name it as a replay.php. Okay, now I just save it, and this replay button will be actually, if you go to that position, like there is a post create. So for now I just copy whole things from our post create, and here I paste on particular that position. And for the replay here, I don't need all that field. Okay, like here I don't need that title field, this category field. So I only need that short description field, and also I don't need that description. Okay, and also I don't need that images. So here from here I just remove all the things from this position, and here our level will be the comment. So I just define that comment. Okay, so I just define that comment, and then it should be actually comment. So I just define that as a comment, and here I define that array. So this field name, so here our field name in our database, that is actually the comments. Okay, so here I just define that field name on particular that position as a comments, and here ID I just define that things as a comment. And rather than everything will be the same, and now that is our URL. So here I have to define that URL as a back and then comments. Okay, that is the comments. I need the comment. I want to create another URL as a replay. I just define that replay. So it should be the post method, and now we don't need to add this one because here from here I don't want to actually work with our images. So I just remove that things from here. I hope you can well understand about it. And also here we have to do one thing, like here if you go to that position and if you want to replay that, so you have to replay that things with a specific some of the post. Okay, so we have to actually get that ID, that means this post ID. So for doing this, here I want to take another hidden button. Okay, like here better I just copy it. I just take one of the another hidden button on particular that position, so that should be the hidden. So I just define as a hidden, and here it should be our post ID. So our post ID, that is the name on particular that position as a post ID. So I just define that post ID on here. Okay, so I underscore ID, and also I have to define that things with this ID. So here I just define with ID, and now we don't need this. I just remove all the things from here. So I hope you can well understand about it, why I'm actually using it, because of we also need that post ID, because I want to replay that comments with this specific ID, that means the post ID. For the reasons I just take one of the other field as a hidden on particular that position. And now here I want to display this page. So that is, you can see I just did wrong. That will be actually replay dot blade. Okay, so dot blade and PHP. So I just rename it. So now it's perfect. So there is I just want to first of all load that page, that means that this replay blade. So for doing this in our comment, that means the comment controller, here I have to create one of the method. Okay, so here I just create one of the method as a public, and then function, and here I have to create one of the method as a replay. Okay, so here I just define that replay, and this replay also will be with this ID. So here I just define that things with this ID. First of all, here I just take one of the variable as a page name, and into the position I just define the page name as a comment replay. Okay, I just define that as a comment replay, and after that I want to return that page. So here I just define the return, and then view our page direction. So that means here our define that things with our admin dot comments comment, and after that comment folder, here there is an admin, and then the comment folder. After that comment, so that is actually our page, that is a replay dot blade dot php. So here I just define that replay, I just define that replay. And after that I want to compact it as usual. I did a lot of the time with the same things. Okay, so here I just compact our page name, so I just define that page name, and also they have some of the ID, so we have to also pass that ID. Okay, so here I also pass this ID or particular that position after that semicolon. And then we have to create one of the route for this one. Like here, if you go to that position, okay, so if you go to that our page, that means here, so if you click on the reply, then it should be redirected to our another page, and into the reply here, that is our comment list page. So if you go to that our comment list page, what the URL I define, like there is a for the reply I just defined as a comment replay and also with the ID. Okay, so now we have to create this route. So for now I just copy it, and here better I just copy it and I just define that things on here. So there should be the get method, and with this get I just want to define that comment reply. Okay, I just define as a reply I on particular that position. So here I just define comment reply, and also with this ID in our now in our admin there is a comment controller. I want to access one of the methods, so that the method I already defined with this page. For now that is still the reply method. So here I just define that as a reply method. So this will be the comment reply. Okay, so here I just define as a comment reply, and that's all the permissions. For now I just define the same things. And also after that reply page I want to update it. That means I want to insert that comments. Okay, like if you go to the reply here, you can see I just define that post method, and here I just define that URL as a comment reply. So now we have to also create this one. So better I just copy it. Okay, I just copy it on particular that position. So this will be the post method. So here I just define that post. So I just define the post, because in particular that position you can see there is a method is the post, and there is a comments reply. So they have no ID. For the reasons I just remove that ID from to this area. So I just remove it. Okay, so this will be actually put some of the actions, like there is an admin in our comment controller. I have to store that data. So for now I just define as a store, and it should be as a comments reply. Okay, so that's the same. So better for this one I just define as a comments view, and for this one I just define as a comments reply. So now let's check this out. First of all, I want to load this page. That means in our reply method here I already define one of the page, so that is our reply page. So for now I just click on the save all, and now here if you refresh that page, and now like here I want to replay these comments. Okay, so here there is also option for the replay. So if you click on the replay, and now you can see it's now redirected to our comments replay, and also there is the ID. But before the ID there should be some of the slash, so maybe I miss it in our that is I said in our list page. So if you go to that list here, you can see there is a replay, and here you can see there is a replay. After the replay there should be some of the ID, so here I just have to define the slash. Okay, so I already add that slash in our web route. So here you can see that is our comments replay with this ID. So that is actually perfect on here. So I just miss that slash on particular that position. Now click on the save all, and now I just click on the go back, and now refresh that page, and now here I click on the replay. Yes, now you can see it's now redirected to the replay slash and the ID. So also here I load one of the page as a replay page, and in particular that position that is actually the comments. So here what exactly the things I set up on here, like if you go to the replay blade here, you can see there is a post method. So in our post method here I only want to add that comment. So this comment will be insert the data in our comments replay. So I already defined that URL. So if you go to that route, so in particular that route is a comments replay. Here I just assign in our admin the comment controller, that is store method. So now we have to create this store method here, and also I have to insert that data, that means this comment data with appropriate post ID. So how can do that work? In our next video I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.